Whoever you are, come travel with me. Today we honor the pilgrim spirit that has shaped both this country and religious community. Covenant means the promise of people to journey together. Today's call to worship was by the Reverend Alice Blair Wesley after the covenant of the Pilgrims. Listen to it again. We pledge to walk together in ways of truth and affection, as best we know them now, or may learn them in the days to come, that we and our children may be fulfilled, and that we may speak to the world in words and actions of peace and goodwill. We pledge to journey together in ways we know now and in new ways we may learn. Covenant is not carved in stone. We pledge to move together, to learn new ways, to keep promising.
In 2008, in Senator Barack Obama's speech on race to the nation, he called all of us to keep forming a more perfect union. And now the 2012 election is over. It's like hooray and a sigh of relief. Now may the tensions ease and may all of us find our way together to serve the common good. Good news abounds. 4 states affirmed marriage equality. Yeah. The minority party in the House of Representatives has a majority of women, Latinos, African Americans, and gay and lesbian representatives. A record number of women will serve in the Senate, including the first openly lesbian woman, Senator Tammy Baldwin. Mark Takano, the first openly gay person of color, the son of parents who were interned during World War II, was elected to serve in the House. Ami Bera, a Los Angeles-born physician and a son of Indian immigrants, is the 3rd Indian American to be elected to the U.S. Congress. The first Hindu American Congresswoman, Tulsi Gabbard, will take the oath of office on the Bhagavad Gita. Latino votes made the difference in many of the election outcomes. Young adults' participation in the campaigns and in the election made a big difference. Changing demographics are changing the country.
We can be proud that Unitarian Universalist congregations have been on the forefront of empowering women and lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people. Both the country and religious organizations are affected by the demographic shift to no ethnic majority. We live in a multicultural, multi-ethnic, multivocal world. How will Unitarian Universalism meet this change? How will this congregation meet this change? What is the mission of this congregation? What do we all hold in common? Whether we sing in the choir, teach in religious education, or lead in social justice. What is the congregation's vision for the future. When we unite in a mission and vision, we can name clearly what we're about and where we're going. This faith and this congregation make a difference in lives. Have you heard someone say, or has it been true for you, something in the service, the music, the words, the dance, being together, reminds you of what you hold dear, supports you to be who you want to be, brings tears to your eyes? What this community does for you, it can do for others. More people in touch with what they hold dear and supported in who they want to be is good for the planet. Mm-hmm. Invite your friends to church. As Walt Whitman says, say, "Come travel with me." In the most recent UU World magazine, a leader of the congregation in Bedford, Massachusetts, advises, when new people show up, show them you're glad they're there. Show them you're glad you're there.
Like the country, Unitarian Universalism is changing and looking more like the world around us. This year, this congregation marked Diwali by having people within the community who celebrate this Hindu festival of lights speak. Our Diwali services included stories and a reading from the Bhagavad Gita. Hearing from a family who is part of the congregation, Ariel, Ajit, and the glorious 3-year-old Kiran, helped to bring the holiday into our being for those of us from whom Diwali was brand new. And aromas of Indian food coming from the kitchen helped too. Youthful participation made a difference in the election, and children, youth, and adults make a difference right here. Children and youth lead the call to worship, and when the youth and children's choir comes forward in their yellow, standing on the side of love t-shirts to sing, I feel my spirits lift. When I hear babies cry in the service, I smile. I'm not smiling because the babies are crying or because the parents are concerned now about their child or that the sounds may be making it difficult for someone around them to hear, but I am smiling because I am so glad that this is a community of all ages. Being with people of all ages makes me feel more alive. Young adults lead our monthly third Thursday Vespers. The Cello Street Quartet, who played recently here, a group of young adult cellists, wowed everybody. They played the music of Handel, Coldplay, and Queen. The music and the relationships among them, and how, as they played, created such good energy.
Latino Americans are changing the country. Here at church, our amazing 11 o'clock choir has sung anthems in Spanish and added their strength to the congregation singing songs in Spanish. One Sunday for Dia de los Muertos, the story was told in English and in Spanish. A new member and her son sang in Spanish and English. Next month in December, we'll celebrate Las Posadas, a Spanish Christmas tradition, an enactment of Mary and Joseph searching for lodging. One Sunday, children shared stories of children of undocumented parents. A dreamer, an undocumented student, spoke in our services. Members are partnering with community groups and participating in interfaith immigration, justice, work, and vigils. People are learning to be good neighbors, good partners in a multicultural, multi-ethnic, larger community. In conversations about our congregation and its future, people are asking important questions. Whose voices have not yet been heard? Whose voices are not yet among us?
Mm-hmm. Last Sunday, the two of us participated in the installation of one of our former intern ministers, Lynn Gardner, and her partner, Wendy Bartell, as they were installed as the co-ministers of the congregation in Auburn. The service was full of energy and joy. The variety of music and the songs included a spirited choir, a trio of piano, electric guitar, and drums with a teenage singer. Bill and I participated in the ceremony. One reason that we love to participate in installations at other congregations is that it renews our own sense of calling. It moves us to feel the depth of love that we have for you and to renew our commitment to keep promising and join in this shared ministry that we love with you. The installation service had a special call within it, a call to multicultural community. All of us were called to act within our congregations and in the larger community to grow an anti-racist, anti-oppression, multicultural communities. We are called to build the congregations and the world that we dream about. That's a big challenge, but our strengths are great. We are creative, responsible people of goodwill. Unitarian Universalism offers a life-giving religion.
UUs have countered the image of humanity as born in original sin with inherent human worth, goodness, creativity, and responsibility.
And rather than a religion that says there's a select few with the rest damned, UUs affirm world community, religious tolerance, and an embrace of difference.
When cold-hearted images of God are used to oppress and separate, Unitarian Universalism offers a spirit of openness. We affirm wonder and mystery and the source of life, embracing all life. Ours is a religion for these intercultural times. We have such strengths to build on. The gift of a bold theology and a strong UUCB community. Things constantly change, yet the need for life-giving religious community that embraces differences is lasting. Together, we can meet changes with joy and with renewed purpose.
Unitarian Universalist minister David Blanchard counsels couples at weddings, but what he has to say to couples applies to congregations too as we look at our covenant with one another. He says, "Do more than simply keep the promises of your vow. Do something more. Keep promising. As time passes, keep promising new things. Deeper things, faster things, yet unimagined things, promises that will be needed to fill the expanse of time and of love. Keep promising. Keep promising, keep learning, and stay in touch with what is true and lasting."
Walt Whitman invites us onward. However sweet these laid-up stores, however convenient this dwelling, We cannot remain here.
However sheltered this port, and however calm these waters, we must not anchor here.
The way Peter Mayer expresses it in the song Blue Boat Home is, we are pilgrims, traveling together on a ship, never knowing harbor or port, the infinite sea before us, making our way, the earth, our blue boat home. We must not anchor. We must travel on.
We all have covenanted with one another to create loving community. Let's be deliberate in naming what we do with this love. The mission of this congregation is to create loving community that we may live love in the world. The mission of this congregation is to inspire spiritual growth and encourage lives of integrity, joy, and service. Let's be clear that the service is not just service to ourselves. UUBC encourages lives of integrity and joy, and together we are a force for justice and service in our local communities and beyond.
Outside the window, the truck is being filled with your gifts of food. We stocked the Richmond Emergency Food Pantry for the holidays. Our combined gifts fill their shelves. We provide food for families. We have gifts to give. There is so much strength right here, so much talent, so much generosity. What force, what power, what a difference our combined talents make. Let us encourage one another's strengths. Let us bring our gifts in service in the world. We are pilgrims on this journey together. Come, travel in the ways of truth and affection. Speak to the world in words and actions of peace and goodwill. Onward to that which is endless. To see nothing anywhere but what you may reach it and pass it. Keep promising. Forward, dear friends, forward.